Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning and happy August. Here it is, August 1st already of the year 2019. So it is a Thursday. I wish it were Cocktail Friday Thursday, but that's okay. We're almost there. It is almost the weekend. I had the most amazing day yesterday. It was like I was on vacation. I got up, I went to the gym, I came home, I did my podcast, I wrote my blog. Then I decided, as I was discussing yesterday on the podcast, I was kind of longing to go to the beach, have a little beach day. And I borrowed a beach tag from my neighbor, and I went to the beach. All by myself. I typically go to the beach by myself. I'm perfectly fine going to the beach by myself. I have my book. I didn't even read my book. Here's the thing about the beach that I love. I feel like it's one of the only places left in the world where I can just sit and stare and not have to feel like I'm doing anything else. I don't feel like I have to read. I was actually a little upset that I forgot to bring my headphones, and then I remembered I have a rule to not listen to music when I'm at the beach because the sound of the waves crashing, the birds chirping, or whatever it is that seagulls do, that is the music of the beach. And in my opinion, for myself, I don't want to drown that out. So obviously that was some reinforcement of my subconscious saying, no, you will not listen to music at the beach. You will listen to the music of the beach. So it was such a nice day at the beach. The cool breeze coming off the water was amazing. I was almost chilly. Now, I'm not sure what's going on with the ocean, but the ocean temperature yesterday was 57 degrees. I didn't even go up to the water. Like I said, I'm not crazy about going up to the water. I do it from time to time, but I have a feeling it would have been a very quick trip had I gone up to the water because 57 on July 31st, that's insane. So, not a lot of people swimming in the ocean yesterday. I did leave after only about an hour and a half. You know why? Because I had to go to the bathroom. This is the one issue I have with Long Beach Island. There are no bathrooms anywhere. And it's so annoying because I have to leave. And I don't live right down the street. So I either wait until the very last minute and then rush and try to get home, because it's going to take me another 5 to 10 minutes to get home after I leave the beach. When I stayed in North Wildwood, they had these porta potties on the beach. They had pink ones for the ladies and blue ones for the boys. Nobody wants to go in a porta potty. Nobody wants to look at a porta potty. But I found them to be very convenient. I guess LBI is a little more snooty than North Wildwood. This does not surprise me. I know they will never put porta potties on the beach. This I know for sure. But it would be so much better to have somewhere to go to the bathroom. My neighbor was like, well, just if you have to go to the bathroom, just go in the ocean. Well, first of all, like I said, I never go in the ocean up to my waist. The most I'll do is up to my knees. And second of all, it was 57 degrees yesterday. So there was no way in heck I was getting in that far yesterday. So it was all right. I came home after about an hour and a half. I usually get in about 2-3 hours, so it was okay. I even thought about maybe going back in the afternoon, which I don't like to go in the afternoon because then it's really crowded. You can't find a place to park, all that, what have you. So I came home, went out on the kayak for a little ride. It was pretty windy out, once I turned the corner of the bay at the end of my house, at the end of my lagoon, I guess. The wind just hit me. I was like, oh, this is going to be a rough patch. And then maybe it's like I don't know, not even a half mile out to the open bay. And like I said, since it's windy, it makes the bay really that much rougher. So I went out into the bay for just a little bit because I was kind of getting tossed all over the place. Turned around, came back. I don't know, it was maybe a half hour, 45-minute ride. Not too shabby. Pretty good for a workout. And then I floated. Got out my big old float, put it in the lagoon, floated for a while, got out, got myself something to drink, went back in, floated for a little while longer. Aside from the beach, that is another place where, well, I have nothing else to do but to sit and stare and think or what have you, because I won't bring my phone or Kindle or whatever into the water. I think that's just tempting fate a little too much. I did play some music when I was floating in the lagoon, put my phone up on the dock, and so that was very nice. Then I got a text from my husband that he was coming home early. He was getting done work early, so I was like, do you want to go get something to eat? He's like, yeah, let's go out and get something to eat. Ask the neighbors who are down if they would like to join us. So we went out with the neighbors, got some food, hung out for a little while. At the bar, had a drink after dinner, started downpouring, which is why we decided to have a drink after dinner to see if we could wait it out a little bit. And then when we got home, they came over and sat on our porch so we could continue to watch the storm. And it was just a really nice night, a really nice day. It almost felt like a vacation day. And here's the reason that I'm telling you all this. Because this is how I set up my life. This is why I moved to where I live. I wanted to take advantage of the shore as much and as often as possible. And since I've moved here, I am now in a position to do that. So any old day of the week could turn out to feel like a vacation day. When my cousin Jim was here visiting, he was kind of mocking me a little bit, sitting on the deck, watching the water and the boats go by. And he's like, yeah, I can't imagine how you became the Hopefulist. This is a terrible place to live. I get it. It is a great place to live. But think about it. Did I just wake up one day here? No. I very specifically set out to make this our home. I made the decisions. We made the hard choices. We still, Joe has to have an hour and a half commute to and from work in order for us to live here. We pay a lot in taxes to live here. We have to pay extra that most people don't have to pay for a flood insurance, which is, pretty pricey. There are some trade-offs, but the reward is days like yesterday. I'm just saying. If you have a dream that you think is impossible to make happen, that's what I thought about living here full time with my husband. Like I had done it before, but we made it work. We figured it out. You can too. Where do you want to live? What do you want to do? What is it that you dream about doing every day? Put yourself in a position to do that. So I'm going to move on to a cute little story that I heard about a 6-year-old girl in Reading, Pennsylvania. 6 years old, started a lemonade stand to raise money for a police canine dog who's been having complications after emergency surgery. I don't know if he was hurt in the line of duty. I'm not sure what the emergency surgery was about, but he's racking up the bills. So she has now raised over $750 so far to help out this poor little pup, which, is a German Shepherd. That's what most police dogs are. So how cool is that? I love that story. Helping out not only the dog, the police dog. That's right. Police dog lives matter too. So I wanted to share that story with you. Also some interesting news. French's, the mustard, now coming out with mustard-flavored ice cream. Yes, you heard me correctly. Mustard-flavored ice cream. I'm going to give a big old thumbs down on that one. My favorite ice cream flavor has been peanut butter ripple, which is found, there's a bunch of people who make peanut butter ripple. Peanut butter ripple is just vanilla ice cream with a ripple of peanut butter in it. Turkey Hill makes a version of it that I typically buy. But I've gotten into black cherry recently with the big, huge half cherries in the ice cream. Oh, so good. So I've been getting the cherry for the last couple of times we've gotten ice cream. And then this last time I got the peanut butter swirl because I hadn't had that in a while. I don't know which one I like better anymore. The decisions I have to make in my life are just horrendous. I mean, don't you feel terrible for me? Cherry ice cream, peanut butter ice cream. What's a girl to do? Get both. Oh, that's a good idea. Joe and I don't typically like the same flavors of ice cream, so we typically get a half gallon for each of us. He gets something chocolatey usually because I don't like chocolate, and I get something, I'm very simple. Joe will mix it up. He'll get a bunch of it. He likes variety. I like the same thing over and over again. I know. It sounds very boring, but I like what I like. So, there we go. I will not be trying the mustard-flavored ice cream. Let me know if you would enjoy that, or if you think you would enjoy it, or if you would even try it. I bet you my husband would try it. I bet you he would take a spoonful of it just to see what it tastes like. Like I said, he likes variety. It's a little experimental. So I have a little bit of a dilemma. I'm going to get my toes done today. I was going to go get them done yesterday, but I was in the middle of my vacation day, and I thought, I'm not breaking up my vacation day to go get my toes done. And one of the reasons I realized I needed to get my toes done is I took a video. Maybe you guys can help me out on this. I took a video at the beach, and I was giving a little bit of trivia. Like I was doing a little narration as I was taking videos of the beach. And I was trying to upload it to my Instagram story. And for some reason, it cut off like the last 15 minutes of the video. And every time I try to upload the entire video again, it cuts off the last part, which is the answer to the trivia that I had asked. So talk about leaving people hanging. I don't know why. I've tried a bunch of different things to try and make sure that the last part, and it just won't upload it. Like as soon as, I don't know if it has a time limit, because it broke it down into 4 separate videos, which I know that Instagram does that. But I've seen people with more than 4 videos. I don't know why it's cutting it off, but it's annoying me because I did this whole thing with this whole thing of trivia, and I really want to put it up, and I can't figure it out. But while I was shooting this video, I got my toes in a little bit. I'm like, oh yeah, don't look at my toes. Told you I need a pedicure. And so I plan to go today. Here's my dilemma. The last time I went to get my toes done, I asked you if I needed to make sure my legs were shaved. And about 90% of you said, yeah. Well, I know you're not supposed to shave your legs on the day that you go. So now I'm 1 day behind. So I have 2 days worth of stubble on my leg. Do I not go get my toes done? Do I shave today and wait to go tomorrow? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go today regardless of what you say. But I was so taken aback by how many people felt so strongly about not going to get their pedicures with a little bit of stubble on their legs. Like people were really kind of like, ew, gross, disgusting. I don't think it's that big of a deal. So if you were in my position today where I shaved 2 days ago, can't shave today if I'd like to get it done today, because again, I'm not going to take a chance with that, with the water and infection and bacteria and all of that. I'm just not doing it. If you were me, would you shave today and then wait until tomorrow? Or would you just say 2 days is not that big of a deal? Just go. I mean, because I plan on going. I just want to know what you think. Apparently, I'm gross and disgusting, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. They can handle 2 days worth of stubble. As my niece had pointed out, they do men. Men are very hairy. If they can handle that, then they can handle our little 2 days of stubble, right? Right. All right, I'm going to go on to the topic. I've been doing a little bit of amusement rides